Yey, tango. Tsile tsinyana tsa sokodisa ke be ke engwe gape ke episode engwe gape ka re la itse re teng ba fit re tshwere shapo ke be ke engwe gape ke tshwere ntjaka wa itse ke re ntjaka bekele beke ntjaka bekele beke
yeah as ntjaka said crazy ka mo bekele beke Xtra-Time discussion another episode bafethu otherwise ntjaka ntsole yang wena
ntse ke le mnate ntjaka wena
easy how's life without football phela no this season di kwetse mfethu wetsi Mutasa sheba this
it started to get
boring. Soccer fans. So get try to weekend at least there's a match I'm watching yana.
Monna.
I'm fit.
I know who did Tshonza re sheba the movie yano.
I feel it like a man that the final Europa man. That game ya Roma le Sevilla.
Yeah, the thing is now I won't have much to say Kayona because I wasn't really watching the game. Ke fela the highlights at the gore Sevilla win the penalty. Congratulations to them,
a game was a pound for pound game. It was a very very interesting game.
There's something. Why do these Spanish teams but Sevilla and stuff like they always perform bad when it comes to La Liga? But they always perform good when it comes to Europe. I mean, bona Barcelona ba intse ka speed yang from the
Europe. Europa because they didn't Champions League.
Ne dala Europa. Bona ba intse ka speed yang. O compare yona le Sevilla mo league. Sevilla ile finally.
And the good funny enough, Sevilla it's so every season go Europe.
That's
I think it's the third or second title if I'm not mistaken in Europe. Yeah. Last season by Govile pen.
Hey, that's the thing.
2. So Europa they always succeed and it makes sense cuz Pela Europa, how you go top 3. So there is how they play UEFA, but we know Europa but the Champions League. But in terms of qualifying, I in top 3.
And the thing is, aba fitla go Champions League, ba fitla ba perform better, then they go back to Europa. Ba fitla ba win a crème de gara, ba boela Champions League like it's a cycle.
Yeah. But I won't lie, Doug Marino was low-key upset after that game. I mean, the special one.
The special one.
He's a character, that man. Some moods after game, does he feel like he was robbed of the game? He was a bit cocky about his response was a bit cocky. He was like, you know what, you saw the match. Why must I elaborate and tell you my opinion about the match and everything? So, Vele Agit, in fact, do you still think he's still the special one? One of the best coaches?
It can't change.
Nah.
It can't happen maybe over just one game or one tournament. Then we say he's not the special one anymore. Jose Mourinho, he's one of those.
Because we can have the same argument like a team coach and no, the same thing we said Sevilla. I don't think that's any UEFA. Go top 4.
Roma,
Yeah, Roma. I think number 5 if I'm not mistaken. Number 1 again Napoli, Tuki, AC Milan, Inter. There's AC. There's Lazio. Lazio.
Yeah, there's Lazio. Yeah. Then a on Roma.
Roma number 5.
I think with that one, I think Mourinho, like he always does good when it comes to Europa. More than Champions League. Yes, was panel go Champions League, but then he always does good when it comes to Europa, Mourinho.
Compared to before, Pella, back then he was a master go Champions League.
Yeah, he was a master go Champions League, but then now currently he's a master go Europa. Because if you check these past seasons, the winner. Most it's been Kayona riding in, it's been riding in.
Yeah,
and it's been Europa. Yeah.
Pella before that, I think they final conference, if I'm not mistaken, go Europa. Yeah, Conference League. Yeah. West Ham recently. Shout out to West Ham for winning the Conference League. Marafede, moving on. Let's come back to this side.
Yeah, to our side.
With the this other story headline. Story I heard rather.
But one thing about the South African football, why don't they have like enough pre-season tournaments? Like I mean, if you check. No, the team say go England, Italy, France, like Germany, everywhere. Get the transfer now. Immediately after the transfer, tournament.
Yeah.
But then with us, the players are not after the transfer. They're going home. 4 weeks.
In fact.
And a bit of for the pre-season. Abasali fit as they were. Ali fella.
And I remember pre-season year 2, sir, even for the coaches to build up and prepare before the season starts.
Yes. It helps a lot. It helps a lot.
Because
Yes.
right, they got some teams baba invite about different countries, bo Asia, bo
And
tournament,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes. It helps a lot. But then most South Africa, maybe our sports I know that much of financial power
to host
be able to grant those tournaments and all of that. I mean, Bona, with England, every team it can get something at the end of the season. Whether number 6, whether number 5.
Yeah.
But then at the end there's a tournament to qualifier for not to Yeah, but then at least the Black Label is something. But confirm the tournament and twin. The Black Label can call him Black Label knockout. Yeah, but can call him Black Label knockout.
So they changed the system.
For Chiefs, yeah. Yeah, but change the system. You know, still all the 16 teams now.
Oh, top 16 teams.
Yeah, all the 16 teams from number 1 to number 16, straight knockout.
Yeah, but at least Lon, it's a good initiative because it's giving little team. It's like a preseason tournament.
Yeah. Yeah,
preseason just before the league starts.
Like remember, we used to have it was MTN 80, Telkom Knockout, Telkom Challenge, Vodacom Challenge. Like we had a bunch of tournaments, Bonnet Bank Cup and all of that. Like we had a bunch of tournaments.
Telkom,
I feel that's when Liga Runa, it was more competitive. Because remember around that time, even Manchester City once came to South Africa.
Tottenham,
Manchester United once came to South Africa. Even Tottenham once came to South Africa to play the tournament it is the off-season tournaments. Which is how South African football standards are then compared to now. Like now the standard has dropped like drastically over the years.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it has dropped drastically over the years.
Alright, like young flashback, earlier disc.
Yeah.
Like you said, but Telkom knockout everything. So those were the tournaments that allowed teams about Tottenham and don't come like pre-season if we na.
Yes.
So pre-season
yes.
And you get to see it most standards at this. We had a convo earlier on of camera. The quality of football now and back then, especially when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
When we had the convo about 8 mention or people don't have the Kaizer Chiefs players don't have the thing we playing for Chiefs.
Yeah, the character of players now it has dropped like to the fact that as long as you get your pocket secured, play a few matches a season, score a few goals, then sharp.
Yeah.
It's not like then when everyone used to wanna compete in the big stage. It's not like that. I mean, there's this thing Kakanyisa Mayo. Last we were talking he signed a deal up until 2028 the Cape Town City. But then just this week John Comey said a statement saying there's a price tag on Kanyisa Mayo. 38 million. I mean,
what?
Come on.
Wait. 38 what?
38 million. Like
I could.
There's an episode Moniki Buaka Sundowns Kamaselo Alandor they bought him 51 million.
Yeah.
Now we having someone is 38 million.
And a locally based player. Wait, I'm not being biased or anything.
Yeah, that one.
Pella, we can debate because also number one, we didn't know his qualities.
Yeah.
No, we know Kanyisa Mayo fit. I'm just thinking Kanyisa Mayo for that price value. What is it? Like, did he score 20 plus goals in a season? Does he have 50 assists or I don't think
even on the transfer market, one of the most consistent strikers, more PSL Peter Shalulile. I don't think Lena he's worth that much.
Yeah, no, Valen.
I don't think he's worth that much.
38 is a lot in Jaga. So, is there any team that showed interest so far?
I mean, you can't show interest for 38 million. Mukanyisa Mayo. Like, he's a good player, and in all of that, we can't take anything away from him. He's a good player, yeah. But then, that is too much.
So do you think
that's not even too much? That's ridiculous. Like that's a ridiculous price. Seriously.
So is it safe to say money has taken over the culture of football, or what football really is, what we know football as, the way football
I mean, Kanyisa Mayo is up there because of 12 goals. What about the assists at the ending? What about the man of the match that throughout the season? Why won't I you?
And I think the way these people operate, I'm just thinking of how money is taking over Motiski.
Yeah.
The upcoming young ones too. Like let's say Sharp maybe Pirates, he's 17. So mindset man, I'll just get a club, so they don't have the edge to go the extra mile. Like it's told. Maybe to go abroad, like all the old players we had, the likes of Skilo, Steven Pinarabo, Serrero.
I mean, they were good, ne? We have players who've got like potential, young players who've got the potential to go overseas. Like I'm talking about 2-3 seasons. The players that in the I'm talking about Keisha Smailula, Kim Tutu Shabalala, Tapero Maseko, Lintwana Ratoma Pirates.
I was about to mention
with the consistency. 2 seasons with the consistency. But I bet you they'd qualify to go play abroad.
Yeah, because now my fear is that Zagas Kabakena Mongondo, you understand? Like we need to see the consistent performance every season, so we can rightfully say yes, this one deserved it.
Deserves a big check. Yeah.
Or to go abroad. Never mind a big check. Once they sign
going abroad, we'll
be like,
they deserve to go abroad.
Let's say he deserves to go.
I mean, for an example, with Kanyisa Mayo right now, but value 38 million rands. Do you think we're eating team throughout the season? What is done throughout the season? Do you think eating a team that would be eligible into buying him?
Nah, I don't think so.
That would be interested in buying him?
Nah, I don't think so.
Besides the price and all of that.
Besides the price?
Yeah, besides the price and all of that, he's a cool player. Remember why Chiefs fans wanted him? Not because he's going to change what's happening in Naturena, but then he's one of the players who's going to add value. Not why we're not adding you, just to add. Why it's remotely our payless tunyana Sahahu, Tonsi Rajanyana, Bikinana Rajanyana, Lilitsoinyana, Linginyana, Huri, Hukopane.
Showcase.
Why when it was not Shabasam? I mean, that's why Chiefs in a matter. If it was him, it was going to be only him. Why about adding you? So I wonder there's been says got Junior Mendieta, Kena, Bu Spongisanim Tetwa, Mtutuzim Tanzani, why about adding you? So meaning bringing all those players together, they would actually do something. Why about adding you? Unlike calling in one player with such a big price. I mean, Chiefs had one, let's say it takes out 38 million rands to buy Kanyisa Mayo. Do you think for this season they'll be still able to reka someone else again over Matlang?
Never.
Why would I
be the only player that signed, man?
It's gonna be the only player signing. I mean, on every team TV, maybe Sundowns are the ones who can buy him, then buy other players again. But then there's no other team, even Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Even Orlando Pirates, they can't pay that much money.
Never.
Where else they have to buy other players again? Why bother you?
It makes sense, man. And if I don't know, transfer rumors the image runs on. Like confirmed transfers, lead the rumor.
Okay. Confirmed. Egelin shoka yonikia Kiam Tutuzim Tanzania. Yeah, he's officially a Chiefs player now. Officially he's a Chiefs player now.
At least if it.
Then Spungisenim Church, there's a statement that's in he hasn't received a call from Amakosi, but then
he wants to go.
Yeah, he wants to go and they want him to, because I remember there's a statement he's looking for players like Spungisenim Church and all of them. Kanyisa Mayo, Junior Mendieta, like they have the characteristics. That's one he's looking for. Why about adding you? Yeah. By long or back confirmed him to Tuzim Tanzani. the only one who gets confirmed.
Yeah.
Then there's Julia Mendieta. Sundowns offered to pay the clause, the 12 million clause.
I mean, yet.
Yeah. So you now will see in the coming weeks. In the confirmed they are. Yeah.
And
So
then-
far, not bono mong gape. So far, get on the headlines, modi transfer news.
It's
Then
like
there's
a-
Bofiston Maele. He's linked with Kaizer Chiefs and another one again that I almost forgot. Tulani Serrero, Lena, he's linked with Chiefs, not knowing Uri.
It lets all no.
Yeah, because he was playing his last season abroad.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
officially he's coming back to SA now. Officially he's coming back to South Africa.
Okay.
And I think right now
Yo,
maybe so Nebara Babato side and Charlie. This is a blessing again.
Hey, but it'll be a good signing, dog, for Chiefs. Serrero.
I mean, he's a defensive midfielder, Len.
He can
And
also
Chiefs
play.
needs a powerful defensive
He can play
midfielder.
as a
So
CDM too.
I'm thinking bringing Sibongiseni Mthethwa and Tulane Serrero. Da mo part mo department thing earlier and Kameda Chiefs, which has been the problem throughout the season. I think that will be still sorted out. And now we can move on forward.
We'll have a balance. Plus, le matu thing that so we can
Yeah.
actually alternate.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. That's one. He's on the process of converting Siatemba Sitebe into a defensive midfielder.
Sitebe.
Remember when he came to Chiefs, he was an attacking midfielder, but then he's in a process of converting him to a defensive midfielder. So I think we'll have the right depth, like
and
with
balance. Yeah.
Siatemba Sitebe, Sibongiseni Mthethwa, and Tulane Serrero. Maybe even add one player.
Dog strike.
To make it 4.
We need a deadly striker, man.
Yeah, with strikers. Yeah, with strikers. One who's been strongly linked with Chiefs, ne? Fiston Maela, but then the thing is, I see Chiefs fairly matlang. Even teams from overseas, teams from Egypt, from Saudi Arabia, they're matla. So that one, it was like a deal. Yeah, because little children it's a statement. I was reading more on those
Soccer
pages,
news and
on those soccer pages and all of that. Take it on worry. Inside with like Adibu Fela.
Yeah,
take it
legit transfer news and rumours.
They don't work out or legit. Yeah, there's a statement that I'm okay, Lena Tulane Serrero, he's willing to go play for Chiefs.
Okay.
But he's waiting for their offer now.
Okay.
Should they make him a right offer?
He's definitely coming.
Yeah, he's definitely going to Chiefs.
Speaking of Saudi Arabia, what about Saudi Arabia with all these players they're signing and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like now they wanna take that England thing. And
which thing? Explain.
like the fan base. The fan
Okay.
base in England. The character England. You know
Okay.
when you watch, the culture. Yeah, the culture and all of that. Like, when you're watching England football, right? You're watching football,
Yeah.
like Spain.
Yeah, but
So I'm thinking they're trying to put
that culture
Leona.
in England together.
But
But
they're
the way-
trying to grow the league.
But
Yeah.
if there's anything we all know, Fetu, as much as all these leagues will try, the English Premier League will always be the English Premier League. There's no other league for even the best coaches say such things. When you play in the Premier League, it's a different type of play and football. There's a reason why it's a special league and the most watched league in the world. Yes,
Yeah, but then-
it's a good. They can, because of the funds and the money they have, they can try and make it similar to what the Premier League is or England. But I don't think you'll get there.
Yeah, the Premier League is tough, ne? But from my perspective, I feel Spanish league is more tougher.
Yeah, straight.
Spanish league is more tougher. Just that with England, like we have a lot of strong teams that can actually compete. Season in, season out. That's why. Then with Spain we have Barcelona, Real Madrid,
You know what Pep said?
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico. Even
When they're
Sevilla,
having a
dog.
good season, why I'm talking about Atletico Madrid, I'm talking about the top 3 teams. That
Spain.
Season in, season out, go Spain, they actually fight. Yeah.
And I Pep said something recently. Well, it wasn't recent. He didn't say it. I saw it on TikTok. It was some interview.
Yeah.
But what is the toughest thing here to adjust to from moving around from club to club, meaning from Spain to even go Bayern to Premier League?
Yeah.
It was like when you used to play at Spain, the ball would always be played on the ground. Like, they'll show you brilliant football as to how it's played on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
When you came to a Premier League, you had to adjust playing long balls, aerial balls, and a combination of both at the same time.
Yeah,
with physical players too on Salon.
Yeah.
If you look at it, Spain doesn't have like huge and physical players.
I mean, Bonabo Gavi, they're excelling in moment, but he's just a young boy.
Physical, he's tiny.
Mara, they're excelling in moment because of the football. The kind of style of football that is Spain. That's why barring the tiki-taka football. I can't remember the tiki-taka football. Yes. That's why, I mean, key pass and open up. You remember Kabashav used to make about like 600 passes in one game. 600 to 900 passes. One person in one game. Why bothering you? So with that, Mutona Onakonetas those things. And he wasn't an injury-prone player.
True.
Why bothering you? It means that we play football more than anything.
It's not physical.
Yeah, it's football more than anything.
And it makes sense how. Have you ever had Barry Mason and the injury? Like even when he played at Spain, it was
Leonardo Ronaldo when they were playing with Spain. Like the injuries, small injuries, maybe out for 2 games and coming back again. Like most of the players go Spain, you won't hear about him like he's out for a season because of an injury. That's why I feel like they have the most consistent players around the world. Like Spain has the most consistent players.
Yeah.
Why won't I you? Like saying that, for example, example like Marcelo. Remember Marcelo Hakena Real Madrid, and how many seasons has he played in Real Madrid? And he was the most consistent left back ever
throughout. Yeah.
Why won't I you?
Danny Alves.
Why won't I you? Bo Busquets, Bo Kroos. Then there's Messi and Cristiano. Their competition for more than 10 seasons. Bale consistent. Why bothering you? And if you take a look, go England, this season we have Rooney, the next season Kiena, then that other one we have another striker. Why bothering you? Like consistency in England, it changes a lot. I mean, that's why Limon City right now, it has like a lot of young players, like a lot of players.
Yeah.
Why bothering? It's because of that thing, yeah, consistency. They lack, the players that go England, they lack consistency. Same as the players that go South Africa.
Yeah.
Why bothering you? They lack consistency. I mean, why Sundowns is it dominant? Sundowns is dominant because it's got a lot of players who can actually position, who can actually excel in their positions. Why bothering you? So with the consistency, I mean, Timbers one has a sharp with this game. Next game, Arfaga Domingo, someone else. Why bothering you?
And then speaking of that, South African players, we're gonna play Morocco soon.
Yeah. The 23-man squad.
I just check. To be honest,
maybe you can go in check fast still so yeah, maybe you can try to press and check also on a squad.
Check fast, but it's fine, man. Let's check later. I'm sure it's the same players, but a few didn't change.
Yeah, but then you know the problem with some of our viewers here, we didn't even get the chance to view those. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not going into deep motor, but then we can just just the corner.
But I'm sure our first choice, of course, Ronan Williams.
Yeah, Modi keeping Kiboniki, obviously Ronan Williams, Ricardo Kos, Leveli Motwa.
Yeah.
Then the defenders, I'm not sure about the defenders because South Africa's got a lot of defenders.
Yeah, I'm a Billy Jack.
Yeah.
But Morocco, you're sharp and Jack won't even lie. Morocco.
Hey, but it's football.
You
It's
can say it's
football,
football and try and be positive, but that's a team. When I crazy, Jack.
Yeah, I've got faith. I've got faith with my boys. Even though Kito, yeah, we might be remedy too, but then I've got faith in my boys.
Do you know who's the keeper earlier I didn't fit? He says the keeper ya Morocco.
Yeah, Mari.
He's good, that man. Lang Sevilla. Bono. I think his name is Bono.
Yeah, but the thing is, look at our forwards. The forwards are not fana go fela tsone dia kora no. Like
the likes of Pacey,
emona dia kora.
Keisha se.
Keisha se ke mo.
So the second network, it's fine.
Okay, ta vele re for your next week because vele it tlo dlala ka di 17
yeah. So we'll touch base on it on the following episode.
Yeah, but then with that one, I mean the forward players are not dia kora. Bo mihlali mayambela like
oh yeah.
Bolake, Bofakri
and Forsler that plays for Burnley.
Like we've got players who can actually hit the back of the net now.
And we have a good coach too, man. That guy is good. That man. We have a good coach. So I
haven't. I hear people say he's good, but then I haven't really witnessed. Hore, he's good. I mean, there's this time when Rala 3 games did latela nang. Except it was 3 friendlies. Then the last friendly in Angola.
Angola, yeah.
Bra.
Go Xtra pitch, ne?
Yeah.
As game like go Xtra pitch away. I think you're.
I think you're na. Moritwang. I think it was 1-1 the score.
Yeah.
Angola never fitly. I won't lie. Angola that game I was watching that game. Angola never fitly.
Yeah.
It's just the pidur bona ba palotso ko kora. Nebanal number 7 o mongwe wa taya ke itse lebitso la that guy was like I can't understand why even in one of the South African clubs I some recognize that guy.
Yeah, he's too good.
Like for a winger. I would tell him fit in a cut in after this defender tsa rona play those important passes.
Yeah. Marinjaga, we will see. Like, as much as you have hope and confidence in Majida, I won't lie. I look have hope and confidence, but we'll see when the results come out. If it but we'll see.
You know the thing is with Hugo Bros, ne? You know the thing is with Hugo Bros. I feel he doesn't always choose the right players. I mean, Sundowns is the dominant team right now, but you call only 1 player or 2 players. What's that? Then you expect to win something big. Then you expect you're gonna get a big thing. He was saying he wants to groom players, but then otherwise on that one we'll get into it
after the match.
After the match, exactly. Because yeah.
So that brings us to the end of our episode, Buffetu. Till next time, next week, peke extra time discussion, Jaga.
Yeah. Even though Rasafeto Bua, but then wait or now pizza.
Yeah.
Now pizza. We'll cover on that one next week.
Yeah. Showcase. Yeah. Dango.
Otherwise, Buffetu. Aye. Otherwise on that one Buffetu. Rally Buhager. Dango Buffet. Yeah. Sharp.
Next week Buffet. Hola.